All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, after losing 49 games last season, the Los Angeles Lakers came into this NBA season seeking a mulligan. They got a new head coach in Darvin Ham, a healthy Anthony Davis alongside LeBron James. And all of this together was supposed to help to restore some of the pride for the purple and gold. But here in the infant stages of this NBA season, the same issues that plagued the Lakers last year are once again in full effect. It's only 4 games. But so far, the Lakers have yet to outscore any of their opponent in any game, which means they have not won a contest yet. The shooting woes. I mean, you're looking at this team right now. Entering play today, LA was 29th out of 30 teams in field goal percentage, and they were dead last in 3-point field goal percentage. And just like last year, there's also a lack of communication at the defensive end of the floor. Now, first and foremost, I know just like last year, a lot of the finger pointing is going to go to Russell Westbrook. But my question, just like last year, remains the same. At any point in Westbrook's NBA career, whether it was OKC, Houston, or Washington, was he ever a dynamic perimeter shooter? And the answer is no. Westbrook is at his best when he's getting to the basket or playing close to the basket. And for guys like Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they need to be around guys or be surrounded by guys who are perimeter scorers because why? Both AD and LeBron are at their best when they're playing close to the basket. So honestly, just bringing in a guy like Westbrook, it sounds great on paper because he's a name, but he's a name that never fit with this team. And now people are trying to ask Westbrook to play a way that he has never played. He's uncomfortable, and you could see it. And at the end of the day, his time with the Lakers is just looking like an albatross. For me, you look at LeBron and AD, and I think that for Anthony Davis, I don't think that we as fans, the NBA or the Lakers or anybody is going to ever see the AD that we saw from a couple of years ago when this team won a championship. AD was motivated, AD was in the best shape of his life. And to me, now that AD's paid and now that he's gotten his championship, you know what? He scaled it back a lot. And at the end of the day, he has the talent, but I just don't see the hunger there for him to build off of what the Lakers had a couple of years ago. And with that said, at the end of the day, if you're not going to have an AD play at that level, it is only going to hinder this team and honestly, whatever team he plays for going forward. You talk about LeBron, and LeBron is always going to be remembered as one of the better players and better scorers in the NBA history. But with what we've seen from him in the last couple of years, and it's trickling over to the early part of this season. I hate to say it, but LeBron is checked out defensively. There's too many lapses. There's too many him standing around looking, saying what's going on. But honestly, he just doesn't have the passion. I don't know, but the bottom line is his defensive intensity just ain't there, and it's a shame because LeBron has the ability to be a much better defender than what we've seen in the past couple of years. Yes, I know that he's up there in age, but at the same time, he's still bringing it as a scorer. But with that said, you got the ability to get it done on both ends of the court, and he just is not doing it. This team right now, the Lakers, they're not playing to their strengths, and the Lakers are trying to be a 3-point shooting team. And I think the Lakers, like a lot of other teams around the NBA, unfortunately, have fallen in love with the 3-point shot in recent years, trying to be the Golden State Warriors. When the Golden State Warriors are winning, they can get away with it because they have the personnel to do it. The Lakers don't have the personnel to be a perimeter team. The Lakers, with their strengths, need to focus on getting to the basket. The Lakers, with their strengths, need to focus offensively on running the fast break. These are things that could help this team win games. LeBron is taking too many threes. This team as a whole is taking too many threes. And when you're shooting just over 20% from 3-point land, obviously that's a telling sign right there that something is not going right and you have to change your game plan. Darvin Ham was expected to help turn things around. Obviously, there is still plenty of basketball ahead of him and the Lakers for the season. But the way that things look, all the Lakers did was go to another mechanic and get a different opinion, or basically try to get a different opinion about their car. And it was breaking down with Frank Vogel. You go out and get another mechanic in Darvin Ham, and the same car that you expected to have miracles work out for this season is still breaking down. And this is what the Lakers have. This roster is very flawed. Obviously, that falls into the lap of Rob Pelinka. And let's see what happens with this team going forward. But at the end of the day, with this roster, the Lakers are just simply stuck with who they have. They're going to try to move Russell Westbrook. Is somebody going to take on that expiring contract? We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the Lakers don't have a lot of draft capital going forward due to their acquisition of Anthony Davis from the New Orleans Pelicans. So for me, the way that things are going, this season is on the verge of getting away from the Lakers before it even starts. And the only thing that you're going to have to look forward to or pin your hopes on is just watching LeBron become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Coming into this season, I felt like the Lakers had the ability, excuse me, to make the play-in tournament. I still think that option is there, but at the end of the day, they have to pick up their play. And you look at this start. You lose to the Warriors, you lose to the Clippers, you lose to Portland, and then you lose last night to Denver. And at points of that game last night, the effort just was not there from this Laker team. And you look at their next couple of games. They're at Minnesota tomorrow night, a very young and upcoming and exciting team. A winnable game for the Lakers, but it's also a game that they could lose. They're home for Denver on Sunday night. And we just saw Nikola Jokic shred this team last night. And I guarantee you, if the Lakers don't get better defensively, he has the potential to do it once again. Following that game, the Lakers will host the New Orleans Pelicans on Wednesday. And with all of that young talent and with some of those former Lakers on that team, who knows what could happen there? The Lakers are home for Utah next Friday, and Utah in the early stages of this NBA season is definitely overachieving. They are relying on their fundamentals and their system, and they could be a problem for LA. And then hosting Cleveland on November 6th, Sunday afternoon at home. And that's a scenario where Cleveland is a deep team, and the Lakers, once again, better bring it. So if the Lakers don't step up the intensity very soon, this season could get away from them rather before it even starts. You're 0-4. It's gut check time. This is a mess. And if the Lakers don't fix their problems sooner rather than later, they are well on their way to having another bad season. And they flirted with losing 50 games last year. But I'll tell you like this, if the Lakers don't pick things up, they will lose 50 games this season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the early stages, but this is gut check time for this team. I don't think anybody expected the Lakers to start off this bad. There just does not appear to be any cohesion with this team whatsoever. You got guys out there playing, they're not playing together, they're not playing for the team. And with that said, the results are that this team is 0-4 right now. So if the Lakers don't pick it up soon, the folks that follow the purple and gold are going to be in for another long season. Who would have thought that this early in the season in LA, people will just be tuning in to watch the Clippers see what they do as opposed to the Lakers? But that is the state of affairs with this team right now. Hopefully, for their sake, and hopefully for the sake of their fan base, they can get things going, or else this will be another season that will only be a wash for the purple and gold. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.